Good morning everybody, my name is Shelley and this is Raven's channel, and today I'm going to show you a day in a life of my life and Raven and friends. So the first thing that I do in the morning is I go and check on little Echo and bring him into the bigger kids room. Echo? Echo? Hello mate! Didn't see you camouflage there. Hello? But of course, before I do that, I should do his eye creams. Come on then. As he's getting bigger and stronger, he's actually getting more agitated with me doing it. But it's fine. We get there in the end. Good morning. So they are normally all waiting by the door for me because they want their treats. And our happy Betty, how lovely she is. So the first thing I do when I come to this room is make sure that Butchie has a toilet because he has waited all night for this. And just like us humans, we want to go to the toilet first thing in the morning. And I help him go a number 2, which I cut out of the video because you don't want to see that. But as he went down to the floor, a little bit came out and he left a few skid marks, so I had to wash them up. Now I am cleaning up the millions and trillions of biscuits that are left around on the floor. I'm really not sure what they do and how they end up everywhere, but they are tiny, tiny biscuits and they just seem to be everywhere. As you might have realized, this is on fast forward mode. I wish I could do it that fast, but no, it's just not going to happen. Now I'm going to clean up the litter that is all over the floor because even though we have closed litter boxes, somehow litter still escapes from the box and ends up like a giant litter tray on the floor. I'll then clean the litter trays one by one and they will watch me do this. Echo is on the side there. He's actually looking at me, probably learning the new tricks from the other cats and knowing that I am no longer his mother, but I am his slave. Now, this is a quick clean. The deep cleans are on Sundays where I wash and clean every single litter tray. Then I'll wash the floors around the litter tray because some of the litter gets stuck to the floor and it just keeps it fresh, clean and hygienic. And Betty is still in the same position waiting for her treats. Are you all right, Betty? Echo. Hello, mate. So now I will clean out some of the water bowls because some of them are empty and they need freshening up. And then I need to add some vitamins to one of the bowls. Good girl. And on the other bowls, I need to add the special teeth medication for Moon and Honey. It's so important that they get their water. They drink a lot of water, so we have 6 bowls in total. Here is the medicine that we use to put into the water. This helps clean the teeth for Moon and Honey who have teeth problems. You get your wet food at lunch. Now it's time for their treats. Raven, 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 come, come, sweetheart. Okay, Bets. As I have mentioned before, Raven and Betty do not like sharing their treats with the rest of them. They like to eat separately. Now time for Moon's medicine. I have to do this once a day, and she really hates it because the taste is menthol, I guess, and she just hates it so much that it is such a stressful situation. But if I don't do it, she will not eat and she loses weight, and it's very uncomfortable for her. She then repays me with thanks by peeing on her fake grass mat. This used to be a very huge carpet, but we've cut it into small pieces now as it makes more sense and we can easily hand wash it. And it also stops the room from smelling like one giant litter tray. I then go to get some fresh biscuits because they absolutely adore having fresh biscuits, and that's fine. We do have feeding machines, but they still like to have that fresh top up in the mornings. I'll then set up the tray for the afternoon lunch, putting out 6 bowls because Moon doesn't get wet food as it irritates her gums and causes more teeth problems. I'll then open up the sunroof so the sun can shine down on these babies and get their vitamin D. Now it's time to feed the street animals. Just look at my bike. You can tell I'm a cat lady. I feed all the cats kitten food because it's high in calories and it's more fattening for the cats that live outside, so it's much more better for them. These are my first lot of colony cats that I feed. I have been feeding these cats for almost 7 years. It's a mama who is totally blind as well. Don't worry, she is neutered and she had an eye operation. We also neutered her children and we haven't seen any babies in a long time. She had almost 6 litters within those years that I have been feeding her. If you look back on my 5 Star Strays account, which is my rescue account, you will see that I did try to catch this cat many times, but it wasn't successful as I didn't have a trap, only a cat box at the time. But I ended up having a friend who managed to have a few traps and she came to help me and she helped all the cats get neutered here in this area, which was really, really amazing. This is Mama's other sons, and one of them next to her has only got one eye too, but he's all okay. He had an eye op and he was neutered too. This is my second colony cats. They are a colony of their own. There is about 8 of them altogether, maybe 9, maybe 10. Some turn up that I haven't seen before, but the usuals are always here, ready and waiting. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. I absolutely adore this little girl. She is tiny, although she is older than a kitten. She is not neutered, and I would love to get her sterilised, but the prices have gone up so much now for sterilisation. It's almost £200 to sterilise a cat, and it's just something I just don't have at the moment. Maybe in time, when I can save a little bit more, I will try to get this girl neutered. This one has been around for a very long time and she is neutered. Most of all the cats in this colony are neutered, which is great. It's just this poor girl here that we need to catch. I really hope she isn't pregnant already. This guy, I love him. What a beautiful tabby he is. This is my third colony that I feed. They are a little bit more wild at heart than the others. They seem to fight a lot more, so I really do have to separate their foods. Otherwise, they fight each other, even though there's food around, like this guy here waiting. And my fourth and final colony pod, which is close to my house. There are about 15 cats here, but they do travel around and they do get fed by the locals here, which is great. I then come home and prepare the lunch for my kids. This is where I add more medicine for Betty and Honey. This is where they get their daily dose of their vitamins. Adding in Betty's neuro tablets, which she absolutely hates. But if we disguise it well enough with the Licky Licks, she will eat it. Whilst I was at the pet shop, I got baby Echo a harness because we want to take him out on some weekends to let him build up his senses and make them stronger. It's really important for blind cats to fully understand, to use all their senses when they don't have their eyes. Now, I've put harnesses on kittens before and they have acted like, well, I don't want to say, but the exorcist. And Echo's doing amazing. He seems to not be bothered by it at all, which is great. After Echo has spent a bit of time with us and socializing with humans as well, we have introduced him to the stairs. And it's the first time he's gone up the stairs on his own today. It's so cute. He is such a smart, smart boy.
You can do it. Good boy. Echo. Echo. Echo.
I'm always stressing to people how important it is to let your cats be cats. Don't mollycoddle them, just let them be, because that's how they learn, and that's how they would learn in the wild. So I come up to check on the kitties in the evening and I find sick.
Yoshi, I bet. Yoshi? Was that you, mate? Was that your sick? Or was that you? One of you two? What are you doing, Echo?
Then I do the nighttime toilet for Butchie. As you can see, he's doing a runner.
Where do you think you're going? Come on, then.
Now I'll spend some time with the kids, watching them play, interacting, and just spending some quality time with them.
You right, Yoshi?
And just before the end of the night, I will give them all a brush. Now, Butchie loves having a brush. It's just something that he really enjoys because he's paralyzed and he cannot scratch his sides of his arms and the back of his neck because he can't reach with his feet because he's paralyzed. So he really enjoys this. It's a special moment for me and Butchie, and it gives him some sense of relief.
Good girl. It's a good girl. Brushy brush. There we go. Good girl. Yeah, brushy brush. Mm.
Raven is slowly getting into the routine of brushy brush time. So when I say brushy brush, she does come to me, which is great. She allows me to do it, but not for too long.
Ready? Come on, brushy brush. Ready? Ready? Come on. Yoshi. Ready? Sweeties. Brushy brush. Ready? Yeah. Okay. Come on. You all right, Raven?
As you can see, they are all starting to wind down very slowly. The good thing is about the cats, they live on a routine and they love living by routine. So they know exactly when I'm coming, what I'm going to do, and they all sleep through the night just like humans. Sometimes I hear them running around, but that's probably just Yoshi. But normally I see them sleeping all the way through till the morning. One more toilet for Moon just before bed. And I know Yoshi has questions like me. And why the hell is Moon peeing on the carpet? We will never know.
Oi. Don't be covering up.
And now I come up just to turn off the lights and turn off the aircon so that the room is nice and warm now and they're all ready for bed.
Hello, Mooney. Echo. Come on.
Then I put Echo back in his safe place.
Oh no, you don't want to go down there.
So Echo's back in bed and I'm just going to fill up his water and then I am off to bed. It's around 10:30 now. and I'm shattered. Not only do I have to do all this, but I have my son who I have to do homework, cook the dinner, clean the house, hang the washing out, do the ironing, walk the dog, try to grab a bite to eat, and then a quick shower, and then off to bed. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. See you next time.